Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. This is my next episode, and it's actually, I'm sorry, going to be in two parts for the one Tuesday. This is my next episode for the Memories of the Meadow, or More Memories of the Meadow collaboration for May with Tanya from Tatty Treasures, and using collage type papers as well from Nina. But Nina's my bird, sorry. Anyway, you all know, if you watched my last video, my first video at the beginning of the series, which didn't do too much, show too much, it said stuff. And that was that I was going to be doing using the Memories of the Meadows paper. I'm writing a story to go with it that will, you know, play out, and I've changed my mind about where that's going. But it has all to do with fairies in the meadow and the woods that surround it. So that surround the meadow. So that being said, I wanted to do a cover that was very fairy-like, very woodsy. And I remembered watching a couple of years ago a video by somebody, Nikki Adigan, from Musings by Nikki. And she did a woodland book, and she made a cover that looked like it was part of a tree. So that being said, and I'm going to put gloves on for this. So let me just come over here, grab some gloves. Hang on one second. Should have got them first, but because I'm going to be using glue. And even though it'll wash off my hands pretty easily, this will make it a whole lot easier for me, I think. So I have never tried this before. She makes it look really, really easy. So we're going to try it. So this first part is going to actually be me molding the bark, okay, onto the cover. So I have a front and a back cover. And then the second part is going to be me showing you how it gets painted. I'm not a painter, so this ought to be fun. We'll see. Let's hope it works out. So anyway, all you need, according to Nikki, to do this is glue, water, and paper towels, okay? So I have my paper towels all torn already, probably more than I need, and ready to go. Here is my glue, which I'm going to bring onto my board here. And I've got water in my spray bottle. So she says this is just Elmer's glue, okay, which I have like a gallon of it, if you can believe that. Of course you can believe that. She says to pour the water in and mix it till it feels like a melted milkshake. Okay, and essentially what this really is that homemade Mod Podge kind of stuff. So I'm going to try doing that and see what happens. I think maybe a little bit more water. I know you don't need a lot of water towards the glue, so it does get a little messy. So if it got messy for her, it's really going to get messy for me. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Maybe a little bit more water. Just a smidge. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to just leave this here for one quick second. I'm going to close my water up because you know what I'll do. Knock it over. We put it back where it belongs. And I think we'll be okay. So this should be kind of fun. Let's just hope it works out all right. So I have, while I'm doing this, I have started writing the story, which I'm hoping wouldn't take more than about 5 minutes to read. Just going to put this up here in case I get messy. And let me put this one over here. So let's get started with this. Put my gloves up a little better. Okay, she takes it, she puts it into the glue. Okay, get it all kinds of glued up. Then she just folded it and squeezed. I know I'm kind of close to the to the camera. My apologies for that, but my phone and my setup is just what I have. So you just squeeze out as much glue as you can. This is how it gets messy. You're supposed to just not make it too wet. Okay. She's right, it's messy. Okay. Do a little bit more. All right, I think that's probably pretty good. A little bit more on this end. Okay, I'm probably tearing it now. All right, let's kind of wipe up some of this extra glue. I may be using some of my paper towels for that. Then she unrolled it. Let's see if I could do that with gloves. She did not wear gloves, but okay. This is gonna be fun, I hope. All right, I know there's another half in here. I have to find the other half. Goodness, maybe I shouldn't have worn gloves. I know I've got more. It's not as long. I don't need it this long, so. All right, here we go. I could have actually done something. Oh, I think mine came off in my plies here. All right. I'm already not good. I'm already not good. My plies came apart. All right, let's see. My cardboard, I'm picking up cardboard. All right, now all she did was squunched it up vertically. Try to get as much of that down as possible. And hers was really nice. Mine, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but she just sort of scrunched it up to look. I might need more water, I think. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'll need more water. And she just sort of did that. Okay. I've got a little hole there, so let's try to fix the hole. And that's just kind of what she did, to kind of try to make it look barkish. Okay. Try a little bit there. Let's see if I can do anything with this piece. Okay. And I think for the next one, I will add a little bit more water to the next one. Okay, let's try to put that down there. I think just put a, good thing I'm wearing a junky shirt. I try to always remember to wear just my junky shirts when I'm doing crafting, because I cannot walk away without glue, ink, paint, God only knows what, that I end up getting on me. All right, there we go. Oh, and I'm just looking here, by the way, my measurements for these covers were 9 by 7. That's helpful at all. It should come up a little bit, because it does have to wrap around the top. But I probably, well, I don't know. I'll probably be all right. I just want to make sure that I don't have any empty, you know, torn spots showing. And I don't really mind it being a little flatter over here, because it's going to have a spine. So you don't want it too lumpy out that way. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me grab a piece of stuff here. Oh, I'm squeaking. I really am not good with working with gloves. I'm really not. All right. I need some more water. So let me grab another one of these. All right. I'm going to put a little bit more water in here. I think that will make a difference. Oh my gloves were sticking to the glue. Oh, I mean, the paper towels were sticking to the glue on my gloves. All right, a little bit more water. Next time I go to pick up the spray bottle, I'll be like, why is it a little sticky and feel all weird? Okay, I'm sticking to everything. I'm sticking to everything. Oh, goodness. Okay. Here we go. Maybe this one will make it a little bit better. Okay. Fortunately, look at this. Look at. I should probably have a wet paper towel, I think. Okay. Now I got to try to get the paper towel off my gloves. All right, let's try again, shall we? Okay. All right. So I'm going to try to do this just a little bit differently than I did the last one. Maybe I won't take it so hard. Now, I'm probably going to need this to separate like the other one did. So that it'll be even. Oh my gosh, this is messier than messy. She was right. Okay. Then more on this side. I'm just trying to go from, you know, like the middle to the bottom instead of trying to go all the way down because I seem to have more of a problem with that. So I'm not the most coordinated person in the world. Ask anybody who really knows me. They'll let you know. I don't want to like pull too much because I tear and, you know, we'll see. Okay, Nikki. See if I can do this as good as you. All right. So I'm just going to lay this down here while I try to undo this. And this one, it's not going to want to separate for me. Wish it had. Okay. Ooh, I see edges. I'll probably be sorry I'm doing this, but because, there it is, because the other half, I'm just going to lay this across here. Oops, not back in the glue, not back in the glue. Because the other half was just the single sheet, thinking I might be better. All right, you're just giving me issues now. I'll get this done, swear. Okay, let's try this. I need you unrolled. This is a messy process. Okay, get this over here a little bit more. There we go. All right, kind of blend it in good there. Get another spot I see there. All right. Just pinching it here and there, squeezing it and squunching it and wrinkling it and trying to get it to look barkish. And she says you want to make sure that all the air bubbles are out. So we want to go down here and smush it good and flat. You can see here's air. Push it up and out. Okay. I want to be careful because I didn't give it a lot of stuff on this side, but like I said, there is going to be a spine, so let's try to go down again. I'm pulling out, actually pulling out more glue. But we want to press it good. Okay. All right. Keep those holes filled in. All right. Good. This will obviously get painted. All right. So let's go ahead with this side now. trying to shake out my little end here. All right. We'll put that one here. It already has a little fold to begin with. We want to leave enough that will go over the edge. Now, she put parchment down, and I should have, because I really don't have a lot of room on this, but I think I will be able to get it all clean. All right, so let's try to scrunch you this way, leaving enough to go over the edges, I hope. I'm trying to feel for the edge with my glove here. Okay, hopefully I'll have enough. Okay, pull it this way. Now this obviously will have to dry overnight, so tomorrow when I come back to this, I will do the painting. Today is Saturday actually for me, and so tomorrow, Sunday, I'll come back and do the painting part, and so it'll be a part 1 and part 2, because, you know, I don't edit, so, you know, you know about that with me. And that will show at least the front and back cover part for the piece. Basically how it's going to look. I'm actually pretty sure I'm not going to go ahead and do the, I don't mind this coming out a little bit over here because I want to do something else in the middle. I won't do all the decorating or you know, like putting it together on camera, because the whole idea for this is the paper and showcasing the paper. So I'll do the rest of this after I paint it, the putting it together and all that kind of stuff. I will do it off camera. And yeah. So gonna have to see. All right, so what I want to do here now is bring this up, and it's okay in flipping it over to press it down because I need it pressed anyway. So you want it kind of barky around the edges, close to the edge. It doesn't have to be perfectly even. I may be a little off camera, and I apologize for that. I'm gonna try to thin this down a little bit and be as flat as possible towards the edge, but leave it bumpy and lumpy if I can at the edges somewhat if I can. And then I have to take this, I'll just put it to the side and we'll let it dry for the night. Okay. I'm gonna kind of miter the corners this way, I think. So I'll make little humpy bumpies on the edges as much as I can here. Okay. And this is really a lot more than I need on that end. Excuse my reach here. Okay. Gluey paper towels is not that easy to work with, guys. Just saying. Just letting you know. Now, Nikki was smarter than me. She actually did one before. She actually did it on camera. So, but she had worked out all the details, so it should have been easier for me. But like I said, I'm not that coordinated. So hopefully, I'll just spin that around in a minute. Okay, I'll bring this in, and I'm not too worried. I'm just going to kind of pull this and get rid of the excess because this is going to have, you know, one of the papers from the collection that will cover the spine here. So I'm not too concerned about this being absolutely perfect because it will be covered over there. All right, so let's get rid of that. Put that down. We want to try to make sure that this is good and flat towards the edges, or the inside edges in this case. I'm gonna put a heavier paper, of course, in here as an air bubble. But still, you don't want it too like lumpy bumpy, as much as possible. So get that nice and flat. Okay, that's that one. We'll bring this around to the front, and I am just going to go ahead and fill that in. I'm trying not to put this back down if I can help it, because I don't want to pull the paper towel away from the inside. So that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to take this one, as barky, hopefully, as it does look. I am going to grab another paper towel. It's going to stick to my fingers. And I'm going to grab my piece of wax paper here. I don't really have a tabletop, so this is just going on a piece of paper towel on the floor. Okay. And I'm going to try to clean up some of this mess so I just don't have any excess glue. So let me clean this part up first before it dries. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. I've got a picture in my head, you know, as we all do when we try to make things. I do have a picture in my head of what I'd like it to look like. I'm sure it'll do its own thing, but we shall see. So, got a thread there. All right, take off some of that excess. I'll tear off some more paper towels. I'm actually probably may not need it at this point. So we shall see what happens with that. I'll just want to get some of that up before I make a new mess. All right. Now I had extra pieces of cardboard, so I put them to the side because I think I'm going to use them as the spines, but I'm not sure yet at this point. Get rid of these little cardboard shavings. All right, let's put that down. Let's go ahead, and I still think I'm going to make this a little thinner. I mean, I know it's sticky and I know it's gloppy, but okay. Let's see what we get. Hopefully I won't have any air bubbles and we'll be good. Now I'm just going to wipe it off on this towel because I'm going to put this towel into the bowl anyway. So let's put that in there. Now there's one other thing that I will want to do, and that is I want to make, like Nikki did, like a knot in the tree, like a little, what would be a hollow space. Of course, it won't be hollow, but it adds to the interest and the reality, I guess, of the book itself. So try to squeeze out as much of this as I can without tearing the paper too much. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and find the insides. And hopefully, you know what, I'm gonna try not to open this one, you know, separate the plies. I'm gonna try, turn it this way, move you over a little bit. I'm gonna try to do it whole. And let's see what I get. So, okay. That'll make this part a little bit thicker, but I don't think it'll matter because, like I said, I'm gonna be doing a lot more to the front. I wanna try to leave that. Where's my edge? Okay, whoops, okay, good. Okay. I'm going to be doing a lot more decoration, of course, on the front. So having the back a little heavier, I don't think will be such a bad thing. I'm just trying to scrunch it and give it some irregular pattern shapes. I don't know, you know? I think I like it with the thinner piece, so let's go for that. Let's take that apart again. I seem to be able to get more, keep putting it back in the glue. I seem to be able to get more ridges out of it with it being thinner, which kind of surprises me, but okay. Let's give it a shot, but I seem to be able to do that. I don't know if it's going to pick up the pattern, the little not honeycomb, but the little square pattern in the paper. I hope not, but we'll see. Cover it with enough paint, maybe it'll be all right, right? So I've already pulled out my paint and got that ready. Okay, next one. So I should be ready to go when it comes time to, when it comes time to actually start painting, when this is all dry. I'm really excited to see how it'll turn out. I hope it's good. Because if it's good, I'm doing this video and you'll never hear me say this because I won't be showing it. But all right, get rid of those air bubbles. Okay, squunch it up a little more. Squunch, squunch, squunch. Okay, more air bubbles. I'm just trying to push them down and out. Every time I work it, I think I add, you know, put maybe a little bit more air into it, but the more I work it and then squish it down, I think the more it won't get a lot of air bubbles in it. So, but you want good ridges, and I'm trying to make it not gnarly, but you know, ancient looking tree. Okay, up to the top, good. All right, another one. Okay. Now, I would pull this apart before I put the glue on, but I think that wouldn't probably be a good idea because I think I would have a problem then. It would be too thin for the weight of the glue. I don't know where that went. Went someplace out there. Okay. So go that way. Glue there. I'm getting it on my my phone stand here, my camera stand. I'll be cleaning up a lot after this, I'll tell you that. Okay. I'm just hoping that it'll be ready tomorrow with all this glue. That it'll be ready and dry for me to paint. So All right, let's get this open and find the ends. Easier said than done. I can feel the thickness, but I can't exactly find the edges. Here we go. All right, and get that end open. So far, these first two videos haven't been very exciting, so they've been pretty plain and dull, but hoping once we get the thing painted and we can move on to the pages of the book, I think that will be. I cannot find the ends here. This one, come on now. You were so easy on the other ones. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, here we are. Alrighty. Take that one and put that one over there. Trying not to get it on anything behind it either. Alright. Again, my apologies for having my hands so close to the camera, but I have to undo this. So. All right, so we've got a little overlap there. And then, whoops, like so. All right. Alrighty. Push any air out. You can see it as I push it. It's excess air, excess glue, just kind of coming out there. All right. Alrighty. This is looking pretty good. I'm trying to imagine it barky, you know, bark colored. All right, let's see. Hopefully I'll have enough this piece to go over the side so I can stop playing with this glue. Though I do have to go back to the front cover again real quick. So, and I will probably, I'm gonna probably leave it on the, every time I get, it's like saran wrap. Here we go. It's starting to tear. So, try the other side. There we are. Okay. I don't mind a few little imperfections. Okay. Because no bark is perfect, is it? Okay, let's make sure I have enough that hangs over the end here as well. All right, I think that'll be all right. That'll be all right. Okay, let's start scrunching from here. Okay, we are coming near the end. Nikki, I have to give my hats off to you because you made it look so easy. Obviously, I'm not quite as talented, but hopefully it'll all work out in the end. Let's hope. Okay, I want to try to squish this as much as I can towards the edge on the outer side, the part that isn't going to be in a, you know, under the spine. I can kind of shimmy these over too a little bit. I want to try to make some furrows in here, if I can do that. Let's hope. Okay. I'm bringing some this way to try to even it out more towards the edges over here. It's my hope, my plan. So somewhere, I think I do have a container of pre-made Mod Podge. So I'm going to have to see if I can okay. This is a little too far. All right, there we go. Beauty. All right, undo that one. Come here. We'll undo that one. All right, good. All right, I think we're just about there. All righty. All right, now I'm going to turn this over. Okay, and this is already turning. This does not have to go in as far. It's like I said, this is going to be covered otherwise. And then this can go down. Let's try to do a little miter there. Okay. Get that little lump out of this one. There we go. That's better. That's better. Try to make that go in and lay flat as possible. Okay. Almost there. Then I have one more thing that I want to do, which is on the other piece. And hopefully then it'll all be dry by tomorrow. All right, let me get this. I'm going to try to get some of this extra glue out of the middle. Okay. Continue to try to flatten that down a little bit more. All right. It'll be fun trying to get whatever might be left of this into a jar. I think I may just get it into a can and have it over with. Let me open this up a little bit because I need a better edge here. There it is. Okay, good. There we go. I tore it, however, I can bring that edge back. I'll do it with another piece, actually. I'll make a little patch over here. I don't need much. Actually, I could probably get it from here. All right. I think that'll be fine. Just need enough so that it'll be covered under the edge of whatever paper I put on the inside. I know I've got a piece on my finger here. There we go. All right. Okay. Just gonna go back and try to furrow it again a little bit so it's not so flat. Okay. It's weird to try to flatten it out and then fluff it up again. You don't want air, but You know what I mean? It's kind of odd trying to do that. Seems almost contradictory. All right, I think that will be okay. So this one, I'm just gonna lean it down here for a minute. I'm gonna try to clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna bring up the whole wax paper thing that I have the other one sitting on. This is just stick into these gloves. I wonder if it would stick as bad to my hand as it does to these gloves. I do want to get underneath too, but I can do that later, as I want to make sure that I'm not getting any, you know, like that. I'm getting stuff down here, kind of a thing. So just try to get the glue off of all of the edges. All right, let's go back and finish up here. See if I can get more of that off of here. And I'll go back, like I said, I'll go back and clean this off camera a little bit better than I'm doing now. I just need to be able to bring up the other piece, because now we need to, I'm trying to get all the paper towel that's stuck to these gloves off my fingers. That's like a joke. All right, let me bring this up. Oh my goodness. Here we are. All right, let's try to do some furrows again. And I'm not too concerned about in here, because above and below, yes. A little bit over here, yes. Want to make sure it looks woody all the way to the edges. Oh, it sat for a little while. It's a little more cooperative. Okay, like I said, above and below here is good, but I kind of like the thought about going around this way, because that's where the knot's gonna go. So if I start it like that, like I said, I'm not worried about this being flat so much. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm gonna need to put more there. Get another piece down here. All right, and let's do that. If I keep this up, I won't have to do too much of getting rid of this glue. It's coming along, using it up. I really thought I made way more than I was gonna need, and I probably did. I'm probably not squeezing out quite enough glue from the paper towels. So let's see. Now, this should be interesting. Just lean this on this side. You know, trying to clean out the extra glue, and I have all this extra glue on my gloves. And I think I just put it back into the paper towels. So, okay, yep, I can find it. I think I got a spot here where I can get it apart. I hope. Somewhere. Anywhere? Anybody? Can I have an edge, please? I've got to clean off this wax paper too once I'm finished with this part. Come on. I need you to separate when I didn't want it to separate. Ah, here we go. 4 corners, and it's the last one where I can see an edge. If I can only get it apart. There we are. Okay. Now what I'm going to be doing here, I hope, is trying to make a knot in the wood. Now, this should be pretty interesting. So, I want to come up like so. Okay. Let's see what I come up with here. Okay. Now, it's important to me. I'm trying to think. I didn't think about this ahead of time. I'll go back to that in a minute. Let's just go ahead with this piece. And let's try to go around here. We gotta kind of work that in because we don't want to see the edge of the paper. And then there's another thing I wanted to do. And I'm gonna try taking a corner apart on here before we get started and see if that's any easier. Actually, I'm going to, that didn't work out the way I planned. It's okay if this is uneven. I just didn't need like a big mess. Well, let me see if I can do this. All right. Now I've got to be careful with this one because I've torn it all up, but I don't mind it being raggy because I'm going to try to blend the edges of that. And I don't mind that either. I'm going to try to blend the edges of that into the edges of the knot that I just made into the cover itself, if that makes sense. So I want to kind of go around and work it out into the tree. Build it up, as it were, and make it, you know, so it doesn't look so separate from the tree. Okay. Oh, I didn't separate that one yet, so hang on. I separated this one, so let's go with that. This one's going to be a little trickier, but get that up in there. We have to try to make it look like it's kind of transitioning one to the other. Okay. Sort of. I'm trying to work it into this paper towel so you don't see the lines so much. All right. Okay, let's hope. Let's hope. All right, let's see if I can get this apart. I hope. Come on, there, I'm getting a little bit. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. I don't know if I'll have, push that over that way, enough to go all the way up, but let's see. I'll put this part this way, I think, because I can work that in a little bit better. So I can tuck that edge that way. Oh, okay. That's looking pretty good. All right, and then this end, I tend to be making this a little worse than better. All right, here we go. All right, straighter edge this way. Let's see if I can, come on. I'm so close, so close. Try to work that in. There we go. That underneath there. Let this come up this way and work that into the bark here. Okay. Now, I do want a little bit. Where was I just going to go here? Let's get that in there. Okay. All right. So I need to fix this, I need to fix this, and then I need to make a little spot in the bottom. And I'm going to have to put something small and plastic in that spot to hold it up while it dries. So, goodness, I'm trying to get this apart. Do you think I could? Come on. There we go. Hang that over there. And this stuff, I'm just going to go around and I'm going to put small patches in the thinner places, like so, and like so. And this piece, actually, let me go ahead and put that in there. And put a little bit in here. Tuck that under. Okay. And then I'm going to tear this one as well. Put that this way to go under there. And this piece will go up this way, if possible. I'm only scrunching it together more. Oh, my goodness, you have to have the patience of a saint for this. I'm trying. Okay, under there, under there. All right, I think I'm sorry if I'm getting my head in here, but I think that's starting to look pretty good. All right, now I do need to put something small and plastic. And I think what I'm going to use, oh no, you know what I'll use? I'm going to get my gloves off now. This is smaller. Let's hope it doesn't leak. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this down in here. Actually, I think that's a little big. Okay, I think I know what I'll do. Hang on a minute. Ooh. Ooh. How about the glove? How about that? I can make it as big or as small as I want. This is getting kind of fun, actually. Once it's not sticking to your hands all over the place, it's getting kind of fun. Okay, tuck that end in. Bring this out a little bit. Okay. It really, you know what? I think it would have been easier without the gloves. Just a little point for future. I think it would have been easier. All right. Now, because of my depth perception, I'm trying to get down sideways here and see if I can see, because I don't do well like face on. I kind of have to get down at the level of the piece and go from there. So I'm gonna get a little bit here, and I think I'm just gonna kind of weave it in. Working it out, working it out. Okay. Leave that little piece in here. Another one. This is a lot easier. This works like tape on the napkins. Now it pulls right apart for me. So all I'm doing, because I've got some thin spots, is I'm putting some of this down. Okay. And then I'm just gonna put more glue on it and just sort of work it in. Okay. Which I think I can do here. There we go. All right, that worked better. I'm gonna do down here because again, I've got horizontal lines and I'm trying to get rid of those. Horizontal lines from, you know, from going around with paper towel to make this little hollow in the tree. So now I just want to bunch up, bunch up, bunch up, bunch up, and try to make as much barky looking bark as I can. And let's hope for the best. With that, I'm going to pull this out a little bit. I'm trying to work this end. This needs glue and to be down. All right. I'm going to pull it out a little bit. All this fine tuning. Okay. Let's roll that up, and I'm going to do another one here across this piece. Let's get that in there. There we go. Now, Nikki didn't do this on hers. This is me trying to fix what I've done not well and trying to create this little ledge, if it's at all possible for me to do. Okay. I need a lot, but not a lot, if you know what I mean, because I really didn't saturate this. I put it on dry, and relying on the other glue that's with it to... Now, I won't know, because, you know, again, I'm not good with, like, white on white, which is what I've got here. But I may find out there's things that I may have to fix or trim or something like that when I get done with this. So it's a very good possibility. You know, when I start painting it and I start seeing shadows and things like that, I might have to do some fixing. I don't know. But again, that's probably not going to happen except off camera. So, okay. Hoping that's not too deep. Hard for me to tell. Down a little more. Lift that up a little higher. What I'll probably do is not long. I'll leave it to dry part of the day, or part of the evening tonight, and then I'll come down and see about getting this plastic out. But I'm trying, because it will stick, obviously. So I don't know how well. I'm trying to scrunch it again to make it look like bark. Okay. All right. I am hoping that that will be sufficient. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to stand up and have a look and see what I can tell. I don't mind a few little spots coming in like that. Okay. Alrighty. Whoops. Make sure that it kind of gets worked out into the rest of the bark. All right. Let's hope. See another spot here because I probably pulled stuff up. Let's get that in there. A little more glue. And then I think I can call this done until it gets painted. So we'll see what we can do about that. So when this piece goes up, there'll be the next one immediately following with the painting. And we will go from there, my friends. So that is that. All right, so with my hands all dirty and messy, I'm going to say goodnight. That's going to be it for the evening, and I will see you right after this video with part 2 of painting our cover. So we'll see how it turns out. Fingers crossed. Okay, have a good night, everybody. Be safe, be happy, and be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.